Hello everyone, welcome back to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to decode the Hindu newspaper for 26th of October 2022. आज के newspaper में आए हैं कुछ important articles that we are going to study today. The PDF of this lecture will be uploaded on our Telegram channel. Let's start. So on page 1 you will find this very important article. Just yesterday we studied about Chola Empire. Right, and we studied about the architecture and the sculpture that were found in that empire. Today in the newspaper we have this very important clip: two idols stolen from Tamil Nadu traced to US. Now again this is a big hint from the universe to you that Chola Empire is going to be there in your upcoming exams. So we have to prepare Chola Empire very specifically. Tamil Nadu Idol Wing CID has traced two Chola bronze idols that were stolen about 50 years ago from the Vishwanath Swami temple in the Tiruvarur district, okay, and they were smuggled to US. So basically these idols, they belong to the Chola Empire. For example, here you will see the Nataraj sculpture. It is the most popular image in the Chola bronze sculptures. Other popular depictions are also there of Lord Shiva, because we studied in the last lecture also that the Chola kingdom basically was a Shiva devotee kingdom. The Chola kings, they were devotees of Lord Shiva. So we have different kind of depictions of Lord Shiva during the Chola Empire. For example, we have the Somaskanda. Somaskanda, basically here Shiva is depicted sitting with his wife Uma and his son Skanda, who is dancing between them. Okay, then we have Chandrasekhara sculpture, Gangadhara sculpture, Ardhanarishvara sculpture. Chandrasekhara means when Shiva, he dons a moon on his head. Gangadhara means when he traps Ganga river in his hair. Ardhanarishvara, the amalgamation of Uma and Shiva. So these are the different kinds of depictions of Lord Shiva that you can easily find in the Chola Empire. So here Chola Empire ki history you have to study. Coming on to the next important article, cyclone Sitrang kills at least 24 people in Bangladesh. So first of all, let's remember for prelims who gave this name Sitrang. This is not pronounced as Sitrang, it is Sitrang. This name was given by Thailand. So this is important for prelims. And it has formed in East Central Bay of Bengal. Now it's a kind of a tropical cyclone. So what is exactly the tropical cyclone that you need to remember? GS paper 1 geography के लिए this is very important. When we talk about the tropical cyclone, these are violent storms that originate over oceans and tropical areas. जितने भी tropical areas होते हैं वहाँ oceans के ऊपर low pressure weather systems are generated wherein these storms are created. And the speed of these kind of storms, they exceed 62 km per hour. This is again important for your prelims. Okay. Now cyclone basically refers to their winds moving in a circle. That is why it is named a cyclone. They move in a circle. Okay, and in between we have a clear eye, and the winds, they blow counterclockwise in northern hemisphere and clockwise in southern hemisphere. This is again important. Northern hemisphere में आप देखोगे तो ये counterclockwise flow करती है, southern hemisphere में clockwise flow करती है. ठीक है, तो ये point आपको यहाँ पर prelims के लिए याद रखना है. This is very important line for prelims. And do you know that the opposite direction of circulation, if circulation is like this, ठीक है, the opposite direction of the circulation, if it starts circulating like this, okay, that is known as the Coriolis effect. That is because of the Coriolis effect. So this is again important for your prelims examination. All right. Coming on to the next important article, Kerala governor issues notices to two more vice chancellors. So here we need to study governor's role in state and central universities. Basically, yesterday also I read this in the newspaper. Not yesterday, on 24th or 23rd October I read it in the newspaper that governor had issued notices and of rejection to the vice chancellors. So again this is in news. So what is the governor's role in state universities? So governor basically is the ex officio chancellor of universities. एक particular state में governor ex officio chancellor होता है. So his power and functions are that of the chancellor only, right? But ये particular state government के under listed होता है. In that particular state, if the governor wants to control the universities or govern the universities, he has the same power and function as the chancellor of that university. Now their role in appointing vice chancellors has often triggered dispute with political executive. For example, in this Kerala wala case only, governor's official portal asserts, matlab the portal, the website of governor, it says governor, he functions with the aid and advice of council of minister, and as chancellor he acts independently of the council of minister. मतलब as governor वो इंसान काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर की मदद से ही फंक्शन करेगा। बट अगर वो चांसलर है किसी यूनिवर्सिटी का तो काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर के अधीन नहीं होगा, ही विल टेक हिज ओन डिसीजन रिलेटेड टू दैट यूनिवर्सिटी। But in contrast, the website of Rajasthan's Raj Bhavan, it states that governor appoints vice chancellor on the advice and in consultation with the state government, that is the council of minister. So this is contradicting. केरला गवर्नमेंट की वेबसाइट में ये लिखा हुआ है गवर्नर के ऑफिशियल पोर्टल पे कि जब वो चांसलर की कैटेगरी में एक्ट करेगा तो वो काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स के अधीन होकर काम नहीं करेगा। बट राजस्थान के प्लेटफॉर्म पे और पोर्टल पे ये लिखा है कि वो वाइस चांसलर को गवर्नर स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की कंसल्टेशन के साथ ही अपॉइंट करेगा। तो व्हाई दिस इज अ कॉन्ट्रास्ट व्हेन द रूल शुड बी सेम इन ऑल द स्टेट्स, सभी स्टेट्स में रूल सेम होना चाहिए, तो ये राजस्थान और केरला में कॉन्ट्रास्ट क्यों है? एंड दैट इज द डिस्प्यूट व्हिच इज गोइंग ऑन। Then central universities में if we look at governor's role under Central Universities Act 2009 and other statutes also, President of India shall be visitor of a central university. President of India जो है वो central university को visit कर सकता है। Chancellors are appointed by President in his capacity as visitor. That titular head with their role limited to presiding over convocations in central universities. तो basically ये क्या है? टाइट्यूलर हेड्स हैं। इन स्टेट के केस में इट इज गवर्नर, सेंटर के केस में इट इज प्रेसिडेंट। ओके, नाउ अनदर इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट गवर्नर, गवर्नर जो बेसिकली है वो नॉमिनल हेड होता है, जस्ट लाइक द प्रेसिडेंट, ही इज द टाइट्यूलर हेड एंड ही इज द चीफ एग्जीक्यूटिव हेड ऑफ नॉट द नेशन बट द स्टेट। आर्टिकल 153 से 167 जो है पार्ट 6 ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वो डील करते हैं गवर्नर से। And there is no office of vice governor. We have an office of vice president. We do not have an office of vice governor. Remember this distinction between governor and president for your mains exam also. Now वैसे तो हर स्टेट के लिए गवर्नर होता है, बट 7th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट के हिसाब से इट फैसिलिटेटेड अपॉइंटमेंट ऑफ सेम पर्सन एज अ गवर्नर फॉर 2 और मोर स्टेट्स। मतलब सेम एक बंदा 2 या उससे ज्यादा स्टेट्स के लिए गवर्नर की पोजीशन संभाल सकता है एज पर 7th कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट एक्ट 1956। ओके, so these were the important articles for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Within 10 minutes we have summarized the most important articles from the Hindu newspaper from the perspective of prelims today.